It's number one on Madonna Week 2. We've got one more 80s Madonna smash. Although I don't know if I know this one. Joe, do you know it?
I've never heard the title.
Well, one last thank you to Roni for the recommendation, and thank you to everyone who voted in the live stream so that we got here to our Madonna Week
and
2.
went to the live stream and watched.
Yeah, come on in. Saturdays at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
It's funny that way. You can get used to the tears and the pain. What a child will believe. You never loved me. You can't hurt me now. I got away from you. I never thought I would. You can't make me cry. You once had the power. I never felt so good about myself. Seems like yesterday I lay down next to your boots and I prayed for your anger to end. Oh, Father, I have sinned. You can't hurt me now. I got away from you. I never thought I would. You can't make me cry. You once had the power. I never felt so good about myself.
Whoa. This is deep.
It is. But I also want to point out, I don't know if you felt this, Mike, but this song triggered so many childhood memories of our mom playing this song in our old living room, because I think that's probably the last time I heard the song, but
Yeah.
we used to hear it all the time.
It's a beautiful song.
Our
And
mom-
I never knew the lyrical content.
No, I
'Cause I
didn't.
was too young to get it.
But our mom loved this song. She played
it's
it all the time, and it's an amazing song.
I get it. It's very unique. Like, man, when those drums came in, I was like, where the hell are we? I was like, oh, okay, I get the groove now.
Yeah.
But man, you can hurt me now. It's so haunting. It's like ghost children almost, you know? I'm just like, because, it's a child speaking to their father. You're like, you can't hurt me. Because it's the ghost of Madonna's, of her childhood
Yeah.
singing. And it's so haunting.
It is.
And then she just comes in, I got away from you. I never thought I would. Man, that is beautifully painful.
It is.
That's so dark
the
and like-
stories are freaking sadly a dime a dozen being in that sort of relationship with a very trusted, not just a father, but any trusted family member that you're forced to just have to trust, because
thrown
kids
in the
don't
world as a kid. It's crazy.
kids don't choose who their parents or who their caretakers are from birth.
And they're showing some snow here, which I believe we discovered she's from Michigan, and that would make a lot of sense. This snowy region. And then she also mentions like, "Oh, Father, I have sinned" or something.
Yeah, did she grow up Catholic? She definitely has a lot of
Italian heritage.
and crucifix imagery.
Oh,
in
right.
all
Some of the
her
other videos that we've seen. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It would make sense. Yeah, there's a lot of Catholic undertones and overtones. But anyway, all right, let's keep going.
Oh, Father, you never wanted to live that way. You never wanted to hurt me. Why am I running away? Oh, Father, you never wanted to live that way. You never wanted to hurt me. Why am I running away? Maybe someday, when I look back, I'll be able to say, you didn't mean to be cruel. Somebody hurt you too. You can't hurt me now. I got away from you. I never thought I would. You can't make me cry. You once had the power. I never felt so good. You can't hurt me now. I got away from you. I never thought I would. You can't make me cry. You once had the power. I never felt so good about myself.
I could have that outro go another minute and a half easy.
That song could be a bit longer, which is not something we say often on the Weekly Top 5.
No, that's it. That is a beautiful, truly beautiful song.
And that build up into that last chorus. Dude, the pre-choruses.
In her lyrics, too.
Oh, yeah.
That, like, maybe someone hurt you, too. Man.
Often that's the case.
Well, yeah, you know, you learn from what you did and you just think this is how you raise a child. And, you know, I was doing the quick math in my head. She's probably born in what? The
1958.
late 50s. So, you know, her parents were probably born in the mid 30s or early 30s, maybe, you know, depending. And like people back then, they were definitely getting slapped by their parents, you know, at least, probably worse. And it just gets sent down the line.
A lot of drinking, too.
A lot of drinking. Yeah, they showed the bottle, all that imagery.
I mean, a lot of that stuff is still going on.
Yeah, but back then I feel like just judging by how you watch like an old movie or something, and you're like, this was way more commonplace.
Yeah.
Like people didn't think it was crazy if you beat your kids or your spouse and you were a drunk. It was like, yeah, you know, it's not great, but that's just the world we live in. You know, it was kind of more not accepted, but tolerated, you know?
You know what's insane about that, too, is that is even more terrifying because if it's the norm and someone is like okay, there's the norm, but if someone is a little more extreme, you know, nowadays if someone was extreme,
Right.
everyone knows about it
Right.
because it's such a contrast to people who generally are not doing that. And so you go back then, hey, it was the way that it was. And so parents were doing that to their children. But if you were doing it that maybe was socially unacceptable, like you were taking it to another couple notches higher,
Like too far, yeah.
people probably didn't even recognize it still because it wasn't that much crazier.
Right.
Even though it was worse.
Yeah, like how are you going to judge someone for taking that step farther when you're smacking your kids and hitting them with a belt and all that?
Yeah.
Like
but then they're
typical.
like, then they're like they've got more noticeable bruises, or they're doing it more frequently.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe
about,
they could literally just say, well, my kid's more difficult than yours, or something like that. They
There's
could just
always
throw
an
these little
excuse.
justifications, as opposed to now, kids have visible injuries. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
what's that about?
Yeah, it's time to
That
call
better
someone.
happen during a sports practice on accident or something.
And I think I think there was a moment where she was doing makeup. There's like implied bruise on her cheek or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, I bet kids used to like come into school with bruises either on their face or, well, I think that's why it's so popular to spank.
The teachers were hitting him.
Yeah, that's true. The teachers were hitting.
You're going to a Catholic school?
Damn,
Are you kidding me? There was
true.
no reprieve from it.
Yeah, that's true.
You're getting beat up by your friends, you're getting beat up by your parents, you're getting beat up by your teachers.
No wonder the world was so, man, that's gnarly.
Like no one was nurturing. I mean, they were,
Well, of course,
obviously.
yeah, of course
But
there
like,
were.
it's just the fact. But even it's just to me, it's crazy to think that the people that were nurturing were the ones also hitting you, and that just confuses the hell out of me. We didn't grow up in a household that did stuff like that, and it's just,
I mean, at worst, we got our hands slapped and soap in our mouth.
yeah. But I can't imagine, like, especially if you're just spending time in fear.
Yeah, we never like.
It's never in fear. I mean, slight fear of like getting caught.
There was some fear.
There's some fear, but like I never thought.
Some memories are surfacing, Joe. I'm feeling a little fear.
Well, what's funny is that when you're a kid too, you kind of take your situation just how it is all the time.
Yeah.
And like even if it's more or less extreme, a child kind of really doesn't know. So like there are kids, like I remember wanting to run away because my mom wouldn't buy me the video game I wanted. You know what I mean? But then there's kids that are like, I want to run away because my parents are beating me.
Yeah.
And on the outside, if you don't know the exact reason, it's just kids wanting to run away because they're mad at their parents. Kids handle the situations the same, even if they're totally extreme. Mm-hmm. Until obviously they don't, until it's even more extreme than that. That's
Well, I think, many artists have written songs about this, like being a child, being abused as a child. But I haven't heard this song since I was a kid, and hearing it now as an adult, man. Because I remember being a kid and thinking, wow, this song makes me feel something. I really like it.
yeah.
But now understanding it from an adult perspective, it's a truly amazing piece.
Yeah.
Like it's so deeply beautiful in how painful it is, in the trauma and the tragedy of child abuse.
And parents doing that to children. I mean, what goes on in your house often historically has been treated as that's your house.
That's between you, yeah, exactly.
Between you and your family and God, and that's it.
And to clarify, I think I worded that weirdly. It's not beautiful, the child abuse. The beauty is her writing the song and coming to terms of understanding and potential forgiveness.
And also just the song.
And also just the song itself is just a beautiful
Tones,
song.
the sound.
So I didn't want to get that detail twisted there.
What's up?
Oh, what's up?
This last pre-chorus is just...
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
When I look back out,
Let's get it. Here we go.
maybe someday. When I look back, I'll be able to say, you didn't mean to be cruel. Somebody hurt you too. You can't hurt me now. I got away from you.
And the drag of that snare,
I know,
it's
it
just...
like pushes and pulls you.
Oh, it yanks at you. It feels like you're trying to sprint forward and that yanks you back. And then you try to go forward again. What is that? Is that like it's on a half step instead of...
Yeah, it's
Because the first one comes when you feel it, and then the second one doesn't. And then it shows up. And then the next one
it's
shows
just,
up when you feel it.
There is a word for it. I can't remember what it's called. There's like rushing, pushed maybe.
Mm.
You push it down. It's pushed back a beat.
Oh man. You want it. You like you when you're listening to it, you want it a little earlier, and it doesn't show up, and it's just not there for you. And you have to get over that while the song's going on. You're like,
You do.
Oh, it wasn't there. Oh, there it is.
Good Lord. This song is a masterpiece.
And that build up, holy moly!
Yeah. The lyrics.
That dude,
and the melodies.
The pre-chorus melodies on almost all of these Madonna songs have been absurd. They're so good.
Queen of the Pre, would you say, Joe?
Dude, are you kidding me? They're so good. And I think that's what it is. It's not just the chorus. It's like the priming for the chorus is so unmatched, getting people so ready for this chorus to hit.
A properly primed chorus, there's nothing like it.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness gracious.
And this is honestly, like, what was this, Madonna week with best pre-choruses week? Ronnie?
There you go. Man, what a well-curated week. Excuse me. I got to say, like, the order of these songs was fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, it just went chronological, it seemed like, mostly.
But I don't know. It had a really nice progression. A really good job, Ronnie. Like, not just the not just the list, but the order.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and not even the order on best to worst, just the order on what you should listen to next.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily that's a great DJ. It's not necessarily how a list should be made.
Yeah, the DJs don't play their best to worst songs or worst to best songs. It's a journey.
And I was so happy. Like what's funny about this, I would say, if I'm gonna say it here at the end, number 5 belonged at number 5, but the other 4 and number 1 belonged at number 1. But I don't know if I like Borderline, Lucky Star, or Cherish better than each other. But I loved the way that it went.
It felt so good.
Like, I don't know if I like Lucky Star number 4 and Cherish number 2, but I really liked just listening to each song.
Roni, you done it.
It's almost like they're all number ones.
All number ones in my heart. All right, time to go. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.